Here's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. A look at this week's headlines.
Robinsons get P4 market nod. 50 million COVID vaccine set. Benguet bans poultry. Bacon hydro plants reopen. And BOCAPs asked to curb COVID discrimination.
And for the details. Robinsons Land Corporation edged out SM Prime Holdings Incorporated in its bid to get first dibs for the market redevelopment. This report from Maria Elena Catahan.
City Administrator Bonifacio de la Peña confirmed the City Public-Private Partnership for the People Initiative Selection Committee voted in favor of Robinsons Land Corporation in the award of the original proponent status for the market development. The decision of the P4 committee will now be forwarded to Mayor Benjamin Magalong for confirmation. De la Peña said if the decision of the P4 is confirmed by the mayor, the process of negotiation for the market starts, stressing it does not mean the OPS will spell final approval for Robinsons. However, Councilor Betty Lourdes Tabanda signified objection to any mall giant to take the reins in developing what she describes as the heart of the city. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio.
Councilor Betty Lourdes Tabanda has proposed to the City Council an appropriation of 50 million pesos for the purchase of an anti-COVID vaccine when it is available. This report from Jonathan Yanes.
Tabanda stated, with the ongoing clinical trial for anti-COVID vaccine, the national government said that it has set aside 20 billion pesos for the purchase of anti-COVID vaccine once it becomes available, estimated to be by the last quarter of this year or early next year. The national government have also announced not everyone would be able to receive the vaccine as it has to prioritize sectors who will be the first to be given the shot. The proposed move was made through an ordinance passed in its first reading during this week's regular session. The purchase shall be done in accordance with the Department of Health Cordillera guidelines, coming from available funds of the city or from items that may be realigned to meet the fund requirement for the purchase. DOH CAR's August 13 report showed 439 confirmed COVID-19 cases in the region, with 7 deaths and 287 recoveries. Newly installed Health Regional Director Dr. Ruby Constantino said 247 cases were recorded from July 30 to August 13, with an incidence rate of 34.4% per 1,000 population. Baguio City has the highest cases with 190, followed by Benguet Province with 107 and Abra with 58. DOH noted the lifting of travel restrictions allowing more movement among citizens as a contributory factor in the increasing trend of confirmed cases within the region and the enhanced regional healthcare system capacity for the increased detection of confirmed cases. Jonathan Llanes, SunStar Baguio.
Benguet Province is taking proactive measures to curb contamination of avian influenza H5 and 6 in the local poultry industry aside from COVID-19 and African swine fever. This report from Loren Alimondo.
Governor Melchor Diglas issued an executive order declaring a temporary ban on the entry of live birds, food, poultry meat and its products in Chiquindam from San Luis, Pampanga. On July 29, the Department of Agriculture Bureau of Animal Industry confirms the detection of a highly pathogenic avian influenza H5N6 strain in an egg farm at San Luis and culled a total of 38,701 head of layers, following the protocols under Avian Influenza Protection Program of the government. The executive order will be lifted until a declaration is made by the DA assuring the safety in the poultry industry. The provincial veterinarian, animal quarantine officers and inspectors, municipal agricultural offices, and the Philippine National Police was tasked to strictly enforce quarantine protocols and food safety measures. Lord Alimondo, SunStar Baguio.
After 12 days, the 3 hydropower plants in Bacon, Benguet resumed operations. This report from Joven Peralta.
Bacon Mayor Billy Raimundo immediately orders the lifting of the stoppage order and allow the operation of Dilabay, Lonoy, and FLS hydropower plants on August 7, following the dialogue and signing of an agreement by the local government unit and headquarters in Benguet Capital. Under the agreement, Raimundo will issue a permit for the 3 plants once the company completes their business permit renewal process and other requirements, while Headcor is asked to withdraw the case against Bacon officials filed in the regional trial court upon the issuance of their business permit. Headcor also pledges to provide 4.3 million peso financial aid for the municipality within 30 days from the signing of the agreement and another 2.1 million peso financial assistance to Barangay Sinakbat and Poblacion. Upon signing of the agreement, the company pledges to restart negotiations for the new MOA with the town for the voluntary sharing of its income for 2020 onwards. Upon signing of the agreement, the company pledges to restart negotiations for the new MOA with the town for the voluntary sharing of its income for 2020 onwards. Joven Peralta, SunStar Baguio.
Barangay leaders are being asked to be on the lookout for discrimination against coronavirus-infected patients. This report from Jeannie Cole Cortez.
In a resolution by Councilor Maylenia Ranon that was approved in this week's regular session, all barangay officials and the residents have been reminded to avoid acts of discrimination against COVID-19 patients and their families. The lawmakers said there were reports of acts of discrimination committed by officials and residents of a certain barangay within the city of Baguio towards a COVID-19 patient. She added, the City Council does not look kindly on the incidents, rather, it is highly disappointed and condemns such acts of discrimination in the strongest possible manner. Yaranon said, because of this sad and deplorable incident, it is now up to the City Council to strongly remind the barangay officials and residents of the city to avoid any acts of discrimination towards COVID-19 patients and their families. Junico Cortez, SunStar Baguio.
For more updates, visit us at our website and our official social media accounts. Working from home in Baguio City, this is Conway Copas, reminding you to grab a copy of SunStar Baguio, the only daily newspaper in Northern Luzon.